Hello students, welcome to the third lecture of basic mathematics, and today we will start a new very important topic, differentiation. Before starting differentiation, let us take a small point, function. Y equal to x plus 2. This is a relation between y and x. If I put x equal to 1, then I will get y equal to 3. If I put x equal to 2, then I will get y equal to 4. So as we change the value of x, y will also change. So y depends on x or its value changes with x. In mathematical language, you can say y is function of x. Function of x means depends on x, and it is represented by fx symbol. Fx tells us function of x. Let us take one more example, y equal to t square plus t plus 1. As we change the value of t, y will also change. So y depends on t, or in mathematical language you can say y is function of t. Y is function of t, and you can represent y with ft. Ft is function of t. X is equal to t square plus 2. As we change the value of t, x will also change. So you can say x depends on t. So x is function of t, and we can represent x as ft, function of t. And what is the function? T square plus 2. Got it? Next, speed is 2t plus 3, where t is time. That means as time will increase, speed will also change. So you can say speed depends on time. If speed depends on time, then mathematically we can say speed is a function of time. Speed is a function of time, ft, and ft is 2t plus 3. Right? Next, acceleration of a particle is equal to 5u square plus 6. U is speed. So here acceleration depends on speed. So you can say acceleration depends on speed. So acceleration is fu, function of u. Next, distance traveled by the particle is 6t plus 3, where t is time. That means distance depends on time. So distance is function of time, or you can say distance is ft, function of time. Got it? Now let us understand differentiation. First, representation of differentiation. Differentiation of y with respect to x is represented by dy by dx. This d tells us differentiation. Numerator tells us that we are differentiating y. Denominator tells us that we are differentiating with respect to x. Because y depends on x, so we will differentiate y with respect to x. Right? And the value of differentiation is change in y divided by change in x. So this dy by dx tells us change in y divided by change in x. What is change? Final minus initial. y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. And it is also represented with symbol delta. So delta y by delta x is also differentiation. Delta y is change in y, delta x is change in x. Let us take an example. Y is equal to x plus 4. So y depends on x. We will calculate differentiation of y with respect to x. We will change the value of x and we will see the change in y. If we divide these two, then we will get differentiation. So let us change x from 1 to 2. So when x is 1, then value of y will be 5. If x is 2, then value of y will be 6. So we are changing the value of x, y is also changing. And the change by change ratio is the differentiation. So dy by dx differentiation of y with respect to x is change in y divided by change in x. So change in y is 6 minus 5, change in x is 2 minus 1. So the ratio is 1. So differentiation of y with respect to x for this function is equal to 1. Differentiation is a big topic if we see according to mathematics. But according to physics, we have to cover only important formulas, right? So let us see the different formulas related with differentiation. First formula, when y is constant. If y is constant, then y is independent of x also, independent of t also. So y will not depend on any quantity. Y is always a constant. Let us take one example. Y is equal to 5. If we change the value of x, y will not change because y is not depending on the value of x. So y is always 5. When you put x equal to 1, y is 5. When you put x equal to 2, y is 5 because there is no x term in this relation, right? So y will remain 5 whether you take x equal to 1 or x equal to 2, right? Now let us check differentiation. So dy by dx is equal to change in y divided by change in x. Change in y is 0, no change, and x we are changing from 1 to 2. So differentiation of a constant quantity will give us 0. You have to remember this formula that differentiation of any constant is always equal to 0 because it will never change. So y equal to constant, then differentiation will be 0. You can see the method. We will not see the method for other formulas. We will see direct relation. So any constant, then differentiation of that constant with respect to x or with respect to any variable is always equal to 0. Got my point? Second formula of differentiation. Y equal to x power n. N can be positive, negative, or can be in fraction, right? So if y equal to x power n, then the differentiation of y with respect to x will be n x power n minus 1. That means, how to remember it? Power will come in multiplication n and you have to subtract 1 from the power, right? So x power n differentiation is n into x power n minus 1, right? Let us take one example. Y equal to x power 2. So y equal to x power 2, 2 is n, right? Now the differentiation is power will come in multiplication and you have to subtract 1 from the power. So 2 will come in multiplication and you have to subtract 1 from the power. So it becomes 2x power 1, that is also 2x, right? It's very simple. Second example. Now we are taking negative power. Y equal to x power minus 2, or it can be 1 by x square. So whenever x is in denominator, move it to the numerator and power become negative. So x power minus 2. Formula will remain same. Power will come in multiplication. So minus 2 will come in multiplication and you have to subtract 1. So minus 2 minus 1. It becomes minus 3. So our answer is minus 2x power minus 3, or you can write it as minus 2 divided by x cube, right? Third example. Now I am taking fraction. Y equal to root x. What is the meaning of under root? Under root means power half. So we can write it as x power half. Formula will remain same. Power will come in multiplication, n will come in multiplication and you have to subtract 1. So half will come in multiplication and we have to subtract 1. It become minus half, or you can write it as 1 by 2 x power plus half, or 1 by 2 root x, right? Third example, here x is in denominator, but what is the general formula? X power n. So shift it to the numerator, it become x power minus 1. Now use the formula. Power will come in multiplication when you differentiate it, power will come in multiplication, so minus 1 will come in multiplication, and subtract 1, so minus 1 it become minus 2, so minus 1 x power minus 2, or we can write it as minus 1 by x square, right? Next example, y equal to x. Now y and x are equal, right? So we are using the same formula. Power will come in multiplication, so 1 will come in multiplication, and you have to subtract 1, so 1 minus 1 0. Anything power 0 is always equal to 1, right? Anything power 0 is equal to 1. We can use the second method also, because y and x both are equal. And what is differentiation? Differentiation is change in y divided by change in x. Change in y divided by change in x. X and y both are equal, so change in both are equal. Y is equal to x, so dx by dx change is equal, so we will get 1, right? You can say it directly by using the concept of differentiation, or you can apply the formula. From both the ways you will get 1, right? Now y is equal to 1 by x cube. Move this to the numerator, it become x power minus 3. Use the formula. Minus 3 will come in multiplication, right? Differentiation will be minus 3 will come in multiplication, and we have to subtract 1, minus 1, it become minus 3x power minus 4, or we can write it as minus 3 divided by x power 4. Understood? Some more examples related with x power n formula. 7th number example, here y is equal to x power 3 by 2 fraction. Now the formula is same. Here n is 3 by 2. Formula is n will come in multiplication, and you have to subtract 1 from the power. So 3 by 2 will come in multiplication when we differentiate it. Dy by dx is differentiation. 3 by 2 x power 3 by 2 minus 1. You have to subtract 1 from the power. So 3 by 2 minus 1 is half. So answer is 3 by 2 x power half, right? Now we will change the symbols. In general we have x and y variables, right? But we can use this formula for any variable. Y equal to t power 10. So instead of x we have t. So what we will calculate here? We will calculate dy by dt. Why? Not dy by dx, because we don't have x. What is the relation? Y depends on t. So we will calculate with respect to t, not with respect to x. Got my point? So formula will remain same. Power will come in multiplication, 10 will come in multiplication, and you have to subtract 1. So 10 minus 1 9. So answer is 10 t power 9. Got my point? Next, instead of x and y we have x and t relation. Formula will remain same. Symbols can be anything, p q r s t, a b c d, any symbol, any variable, but formula pattern will remain same. So x is equal to t power 6. 6 will come in multiplication, and we will calculate dx by dt, because x depends on t. We will differentiate x with respect to t. It depends on t. Power will come in multiplication 6. Subtract 1. 6 minus 1 5. So it become 6t5. Right? Next relation is between s and t. T is in denominator, so move it to numerator. It become t power minus 3. Now we will differentiate ds by dt. Now we will calculate ds by dt. Why? Because we are differentiating s. It depends on t, so we are calculating with respect to t. Got it? So t power minus 3 will come in multiplication, and you have to subtract 1. It becomes minus 3 t power minus 4 or minus 3 t power 4. Right? Now we have different variables u and r. Instead of x and y, we have u and r. What we will calculate? We will calculate du by dr, depends on r. So formula is same, power will come in multiplication, 5 by 2 will come in multiplication, and you have to subtract 1. So 5 by 2 minus 1 is 3 by 2. So answer is 5 by 2 r power 3 by 2. Got it? Last example. Here x and y both depends on t. Here y is equal to t power 4 and x equal to t power 2. What they are asking? Find dy by dx. Both depends on t. You can't calculate it directly. One method is put the value of x here, replace t square and put it here. Second method is, because y depends on t, find out dy by dt. What is dy by dt? Power will come in multiplication, 4 t power 3 if you subtract 1. Here you can calculate dx by dt because x depends on t. So you can calculate dx by dt. Dx by dt, power will come in multiplication, 2 will come in multiplication, and 2 minus 1 power become 1. Now you can see this is dy by dt, this is dx by dt. Both are having dt in denominator. Divide them. If you divide them, dt will cancel out. What you will get? Dy by dx. So dy by dx will be 4t cube divided by 3t power 1. So it is 2t square is the answer. Understood? Next is differentiation of trigonometric ratios. Third formula is y equal to sin x. As we change the value of x, sin will change. Automatically y will change. So differentiation of y with respect to x is cos x. So you have to remember this formula. Differentiation of sin x is cos x. Fourth formula, y equal to cos x. If you differentiate cos x with respect to x, it will be minus sin x. Remember, minus sin x, but sin x differentiation is plus cos x. Cos x differentiation is minus sin x. Fifth formula, y equal to tan x. Differentiation is sec square x in square. Sixth formula, y equal to cot x. So differentiation of cot x is minus cos x square x. Seventh formula, y equal to sec x. Differentiation of sec x is sec x tan x, multiplication of two trigonometric ratios. Eighth formula, y equal to cosec x. Differentiation is again in two multiplication factors, minus cosec x into cot x. Right? We have a specific pattern in these formulas and we have to remember that pattern. There is no logic behind it, but these points are only to remember. Sin differentiation is cos. Cos differentiation is minus sin. Remember first point. All trigonometric ratios which are starting from C, their differentiations are negative. All trigonometric ratios starting from C, their differentiations are negative. No logic, only to remember, right? And sin differentiation is cos. Cos differentiation is minus sin starting from C, right? Sin, cos, minus sin. Next is tan. Tan and cot are inverse of each other. So their differentiations are also similar in terms of square. Tan x differentiation is sec square x. Cot x differentiation is minus cos x square x because it is starting from C. right? Sec x and cosec x. Sec x is 1 by cos. This is 1 by sine. Their differentiations are also similar. Product of two functions, sec x into tan x minus cosec x into cot x. So remember, these two have differentiations in product of two functions. Because it is starting from C, so its differentiation is negative. Got it? Next formula. Next is y equal to log x. The differentiation of log x with respect to x is 1 by x. Right? Whatever the quantity inside the log, you have to put it in denominator. 1 by x. Next formula, 10th. Y equal to a power x, where a is any constant. It can be integer, it can be in fraction. So differentiation of a power x with respect to x is a power x into log a. Right? Let us take one example. Y equal to 2 power x. So what is a here? A is 2. Use the same formula. You have to remember these formulas. Use the same formula. Dy by dx is a power x log a. What is a here? 2. So 2 power x into log 2. Right? Second example. 1 by 5 power x. So what is a? A here is 1 by 5. Use the same formula. A power x log a. So 1 by 5 power x log 1 by 5. Right? Y equal to 10 power x. What is a? 10. Use the same formula. 10 power x log 10. Right? Now there is a special form of this formula, e power x. E is also a constant. I told you this point in the last lecture. E value is 2.718 and it is known as exponential. So when you differentiate it by using this formula, a here is 2.718. When you differentiate it, you will get a power x log a, where a is e. So e power x log e. Log e base e is 1. See the previous lecture, second number lecture for this. So log e base e is 1. So our answer is e power x. E power x is a function whose differentiation is also e power x. So no change when we differentiate e power x. Understood? Now we already know the formulas of differentiation, 11 formulas. Now we have to see different methods to solve differentiation. First method is when y equal to constant into some x dependent term. It can be sin x. 2 is a constant, sin x is in multiplication. Half is a constant, log x is in multiplication. So a constant quantity and a x dependent function. How to differentiate it? Constant will remain in multiplication. Only you have to differentiate the x dependent function. You have to differentiate x dependent function. Constant will remain in multiplication. Right? Let us take first example. Y equal to 2 sin x. 2 is a constant. Sin x is a x dependent function. So what we will do? 2 will remain in multiplication. We will not change 2. Only we have to differentiate sin x. Sin x differentiation is cos x. So our answer is 2 cos x. Right? Second example. 1 by 2 log x, where 1 by 2 is constant. So it will remain in multiplication. Only thing we have to do is we have to differentiate x dependent function, that is log x. Log x differentiation is 1 by x. So our answer is 1 by 2 into 1 by x. Right? Third example. In third example, 5 is in multiplication and x square is x dependent function. So what we have to do? 5 will remain in multiplication. Only we have to differentiate x square. So power will come in multiplication, x power n formula. Power will come in multiplication and we have to subtract 1. So 5 into 2 become 10 and it is x power 1. So answer is 10x. Got it? Now let us see the second method. In this second method, we have two x dependent functions either in addition or in subtraction. Right? Example, x square and sin x, they are in addition. Cos x and log x, subtraction. Right? So here there will be two or more. There may be third function also. Two or more x dependent functions, there will be addition or subtraction sign between them. Right? How to differentiate this function? Individually differentiate first function and second function. Individually differentiate first function and second function. If plus sign is there, then put plus sign between them. If minus sign is there, put minus sign. Right? Let us take this example. X square is equal to sin x. So one function is x square. Other function is sin x. So we know the differentiation of x square also, sin x also. So differentiation of x square is 2x. 2 will come in multiplication. 2 minus 1, it become x power 1. Right? Sin x differentiation is cos x. Second example, y equal to cos x minus sin x. We know the differentiation of these two. But here we have negative sign, so we will use the same negative sign. Differentiation of cos starting from c, minus sign. Right? And log x, 1 by x. Negative sign, same negative sign will come here. Got my point? Third number, y equal to 5x square minus 2x plus 10. So 5 is in multiplication here with x square. So we will use first method. 5 is in multiplication, it will remain in multiplication. X square differentiation is power 2 will come in multiplication and we have to subtract 1. So it become 2x power 1. Got it? Second, minus 2x. This is power 1. So when you differentiate it, minus 2 will remain in multiplication because it is a constant quantity. If constant quantity is in multiplication, it remains in multiplication. So minus 2 will remain in multiplication. X power 1 is 1 will come in multiplication and x power 1 minus 1, that is 0. So x power 0 is 1, so it remain minus 2. What about the 10? 10 is a complete constant quantity. If 10 is complete constant quantity, then differentiation of a constant quantity is always equal to 0. So differentiation of 10 is 0. If 10 is in multiplication with x dependent thing, then we will keep 10 in multiplication. Right? Here 10 is complete constant. So differentiation is 0. Answer is 10x minus 2. X power 0 is 1. Right? Some more examples. X is equal to t cube plus 3t square minus 2t power 1 plus 10. That means here we don't have x and y variables. Here we have x and t variables. So differentiation will be dx by dt because x depends on t. Right? So differentiation is, formula will remain same, x power n formula, power will come in multiplication. So 3 will come in multiplication. Subtract 1, 3 minus 1. 3 is in multiplication with t square, it will remain in multiplication. T square 2 will come in multiplication and you have to subtract 1. Minus 2 is in multiplication, it will remain in multiplication. Differentiation of t with respect to t is 1, or you can say power will come in multiplication, t power 0, that is 1. 10 is complete constant, so differentiation is 0. So our answer is 3t square plus 6t minus 2. T power 0 is 1. This is our answer. Right? Next, we have variable u and r. We don't have x and y or t. This time we have u and r variables, and we have to differentiate it, means we have to calculate du by dr. Du by dr. First convert it into standard format, x power n. Move these two values in numerator, so it become 2 into x power minus 3, 3 into x power minus 6. Now differentiate it. So 2 is in multiplication, it will remain in multiplication. We will differentiate only x power minus 3. So minus 3 will come in multiplication, and we have to subtract 1. So minus 3 minus 1, it become minus 4. Right? Similarly, minus 3 is in multiplication, it will remain in multiplication. And minus 6 will come in multiplication, and we have to subtract 1. So minus 6 minus 1 become minus 7. Got it? So our answer is minus 6 r power minus 4 plus 18 r power minus 7. You can shift it to denominator also. Right? Now we have symbol v and t. Instead of x and y, we have v and t. Again, we have to differentiate, means we have to calculate dv by dt because it depends on t. So dv by dt, 5 is in multiplication, it will remain in multiplication. Power will come in multiplication, so 2 will come in multiplication. 2 minus 1, it become 1. So t power 1. Minus 2 is in multiplication, it will remain in multiplication. Differentiation of t with respect to t is 1, because it become power 1 minus 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. So t power 0 is 1. Differentiation of 1 is a complete constant, so it is 0. Answer is 10t minus 2. Right? Last example. Here v depends on x. 2 power x minus 3 log x e power x by 2 plus pi. So here we have to differentiate with respect to x, dv by dx. 2 power x, formula is a power x, and the answer is, and the differentiation is a power x log a. So 2 power x, differentiation is 2 power x log 2. Minus 3 will remain in multiplication. Log x, differentiation is 1 by x. 1 by 2 is in multiplication, it will remain in multiplication. E power x, differentiation is e power x. Right? And pi is a constant, 3.14. So its differentiation is 0. Understood? Third method of differentiation. This is y equal to f1x into f2x. Here the two x dependent functions are in multiplication, whereas in the previous method they are in addition or subtraction. This method is also known as u into v method. Instead of writing again and again f1x, in short we write it u. Instead of writing again and again f2x, in short we will write v. So this is u into v method. Right? How you will differentiate them? You will differentiate them like a doctor. Right? U and v are your patients. Right? At a time you will treat one patient and the second patient will wait outside. Right? So here we have u and v in multiplication. First we will differentiate u. V will remain in multiplication, means he will wait outside. Plus, then differentiate v. Then differentiate v. U will remain in multiplication, that means u will wait outside. Right? So what is the differentiation? It is du by dx into v plus dv by dx into u. Differentiate first, second will remain in multiplication. Differentiate second, first will remain in multiplication. Right? Let us take an example. Here x square and sin x, they are in multiplication. In the last point they were in addition. Now they are in multiplication. So how to differentiate it? You will differentiate this x square first, sin x will remain in multiplication. Then you will differentiate sin x, x square will remain in multiplication, right? So first let us differentiate x square. X square differentiation is 2 into x power 1, x power n formula, right? Sin x will remain in multiplication, plus, now we will differentiate sin x. Sin x differentiation is cos x. X square will remain in multiplication. Got my point? Second example, cos x into log x. So first differentiate cos x minus sin x, starting from c, minus sin x. Log x will remain in multiplication, right? Then differentiate. Next example is y equal to x log x. First you will differentiate x. Differentiation of x with respect to x will be 1. Why? Because the power will come in multiplication and 1 minus 1 will be 0. So x power 0 is 1. So differentiation of x is 1. Log x will remain in multiplication. Then differentiate log 1 by x. X will remain in multiplication. So this x will cancel out. Answer will be log x plus 1. Got it? Now let us change the symbols. Instead of x and y, we are taking y and t. So here we will differentiate dy by dt. Here we will calculate dy by dt because it depends on t. This is u and this is v. So first we will differentiate u. Sin x differentiation is cos. Cos will remain in multiplication, so it becomes cos square. Second term, we will differentiate cos. Cos differentiation is minus sin, and this sign will remain in multiplication. So it becomes minus sin square. So final answer is cos square t minus sin square t. Fifth example, here x depends on t, and this is u and this is v. You can multiply and then you can differentiate it, but directly I am using u into v method because these two are in multiplication. So this is u. Let us differentiate u first. T square differentiation is 2t minus 2t. T power 1 differentiation is 1 because it becomes t power 0. T power 0 is 1. So 2t minus 2. 5 differentiation is 0. So this is the differentiation of first term. Second will remain in multiplication, right? Now differentiate second term. Second term, 1 differentiation is 0. T differentiation is 1. So minus 2 will remain here, right? And put the first term in multiplication. Now solve it. That will be your answer. Got my point? Now let us see fourth method. In this method, two y dependent functions will be in division. In the last point, they were in multiplication. Now they are in division. This method is also known as u by v method. Again, first x dependent function is known as u. Second x dependent function is known as v. So it is also known as u by v method. How to solve this? It is similar to the previous case. First we will differentiate the numerator and denominator will come in multiplication, right? Put negative sign. In the previous multiplication it was plus, but here it is minus sign. Then differentiate denominator and numerator will come in multiplication, right? In division, put denominator whole square, right? What is the formula? Du by dx into v minus dv by dx into u divided by v square. Let us take one example, x square divided by sin x. So here numerator is also x dependent and denominator is also x dependent. So how to solve this? We will differentiate numerator first, denominator will come in multiplication, then minus sign. Then differentiate denominator and numerator will come in multiplication, divide by denominator whole square. First, differentiate numerator. X square differentiation is 2x. Sin x will come in multiplication. Minus sign. Differentiate denominator. Denominator is sin x and differentiation is cos x. And numerator will come in multiplication. Divide by denominator whole square. Sin x whole square. You can solve it further, but this is the main differentiation. Right? After that you can simplify it. Right? Second example. Y equal to log x divided by cos x. Log x is f1 or u and cos x is v. First differentiate numerator 1 by x. Then multiply denominator cos x. Put negative sign. Differentiate denominator minus sign. And multiply numerator. Divide by denominator whole square. Cos square x. Got it? Third example. Y equal to x square plus 2 divided by x minus 1. So this is u, this is v. What we will do? We will differentiate u, v will remain in multiplication. So differentiation of x square plus 2 is 2x plus 0 because 2 is a constant. Right? X minus 1 will come in multiplication. Minus sign. Differentiate denominator. Denominator x differentiation with respect to x is 1 because power will come in multiplication and 1 minus 1 it become x power 0. X power 0 is 1. So differentiation of x minus 1 is 1 minus 0. Right? And numerator will come in multiplication. Divide by denominator whole square. Right? Now fourth problem. Here instead of x and y we are taking x and t. So we will calculate dx by dt. This is u, this is v. Right? Use the method. Differentiate numerator. 1 minus 2t square. Differentiation of 1 is 0. Differentiation of t square is 2t. And this minus 2 is in multiplication, it will remain in multiplication. Got it? Multiply the denominator as it is. Minus sign. Then differentiate denominator. Denominator differentiation is 3. T differentiation is 1. Because power will come in multiplication and 1 minus 1 it becomes 0. So it is 3 plus 0. Numerator will come in multiplication as it is. Divide by denominator whole square. Right? Last case. Y equal to e power x divided by x. E power x is u, x is v. So first we will differentiate u. E power x differentiation is as it is same, e power x. X will come in multiplication. Put negative sign. Here we have negative sign. Negative sign, then differentiate denominator. What is denominator? Denominator is x. Differentiation of x with respect to x is 1. Because the power will come in multiplication. 1 minus 1 it become x power 0. So differentiation will be 1. E power x will come in multiplication. Divide by denominator whole square. So divide by x square. You can solve it further. You can simplify it. But this is the differentiation. After that there will be simplification. Right? I hope you understood this.